The Department of Cooperative Government and Traditional Affairs in the province has introduced a digital mechanism wherein it will keep track of how well or poorly the municipalities in Gauteng perform. The Gauteng Local Government Turnaround Barometer Dashboard will, through a series of key performance indicators, seek to improve municipal performance across the province. The KPIs include basic service delivery, local economic development, financial compliance, and the water monitoring dashboard, amongst others. This mechanism will also ensure there is accountability and transparency when dealing with the city's coffers, as well as scrutinize tenders the municipality awards.
Our starting point is to unveil for the year 2025 at the very beginning of the year in January, as part of the turnaround that we adopted in October this year, is to say to the people of the province, here is a barometer, a platform, where we will have a single view of total performance by all our municipalities. Currently, our key performance indicators, so the information that tells us how each municipality is doing, is done in a very manual way. It's done in a very outdated way, in a manner that is not in line with the current periods where we are. So it is very much important for us as part of building smart municipalities that just, on a smart platform such as this one, you can be able to know how each of the municipalities in the province is performing. But also municipalities themselves are interested in how each one of them is performing. And if a city of Ekurhuleni is able to see how Lesedi is doing, how city of Tshwane or city of Joburg or Merafong is performing on certain indicators, that introduces best practice. They learn from each other.
eGov in the province is a custodian and leading department on technology. The department will also roll out digitization of such projects to other departments. The aim is to migrate service delivery to digital.
As you know, that the mandate of the department is to digitize all government services, to move to digital, either your education, health, and what. But this platform today that we are unveiling, it's as a result of the decision, a resolution of the turnarounds conference of local government to say how can we have a tool that will be able to monitor performance, to monitor the KPIs of finance, of government, and so forth. So as e-government, we've come up with this platform so that we help e-copter to be able to monitor, as we demonstrated to you. We have seen that, yeah. So that's our role as e-government, to make sure that we really digitize all government services, including monitoring and the performance of municipalities.
The barometer has been welcomed by various mayors and district mayors across the province, starting off with the mayor of Tshwane, Dr. Nasipi Moya, who was elected into office in October. The mayor of the capital city has developed a service delivery war room aimed at vigorously dealing with the service delivery issues in the city.
The service delivery war room is centered around the day-to-day service delivery, where we've got in the city, we've got 7 regions. So we've got a department that's responsible for that, and then we've decentralized that in 7 regions. So every Friday at 7:30, we meet, myself, the mayoral committee, the city manager, and the senior management of the city, together with the management of the regions, where the first thing is to look at the plans for the previous week, where we say these are the targets. So luckily for us, for now, we are confining ourselves on the targets that we set ourselves for the first 100 days. So that's the first thing. So we are now, I think, on day 50-something of those 100 days. So what we have been doing is that from the 1st of November, we said to the teams, when it comes to water leaks, this is the target we're giving you. When it comes to street lights, 25,000 must be repaired in the space of 100 days. And I think for us, our aim is to normalize service delivery. We don't want people to think that it was a favor that I tagged the mayor on Twitter. That's why something was resolved. While we have limited resources, I mean, our financial problems are well known. But as the city of this size, you can't not prioritize the services.
Whilst Johannesburg, which is also known as a world-class African city, says one of its main priorities would be to fix the infrastructure in the city. In 2025, Johannesburg and Tshwane will co-host the G20 as well as the Urban 20.
Infrastructure remains core to what we want to do to ensure that we can host a successful G20. And not only G20, the U20 or Urban 20 will be hosting just around 100 mayors coming to Johannesburg and the city of Tshwane. We've been appointed to co-host the event, the technical one happening in June, and of course the mayors in November alongside the G20. So we'll be focusing on ensuring that there's proper infrastructure. It's already in our program. In any case, ensure that the roads are proper, cleanliness in Johannesburg.
Meanwhile, the Mogale City Mayor, Sele, who's been in office for over 2 months, has managed to contain the sewer spillage from the Percy Stewart wastewater treatment works that was flowing into the river streams. He outlines his main priorities for the city in 2025.
For 2025 is to fix the environmental issues that confront us as the city, both from wastewater treatment plants as well as our landfill sites, which has also been problematized and faced a lot of challenges. I'm looking into having an engagement with investors in the city, because our city is at 53% unemployment rate, to improve the living conditions of the people of Mogale City, and lastly to improve the quality of service that is being given to our communities, the turnaround time to respond to their particular challenges. And of course this barometer that we have agreed on at the local government turnaround summit guides us on how we're going to respond to those particular challenges. And I'm glad that as a city, since the 2021-2026 political term of office, for the first time we achieved an unqualified audit opinion.
Asked how they would rate the administration's performance, this is what they had to say.
It is important to note that we came in August, was elected in August. Between that period, I've been elected the president of the FMTV, which is an international institution of municipalities looking into municipal financing. I've been awarded the co-hosting of the U20 alongside the mayor of Tshwane. We are focused in terms of at least 2 buildings that were hijacked effectively. No theory, no slogans, no rhetoric. We effectively reclaimed the 2 buildings and removed the illegal people.
It's one thing to rate yourselves on the number of street lights that has been restored. Our job is to inspire and provide the strategic directions to the teams, and the teams do the work. The job of politicians is to be with society. That the communities that have voted us in our various political parties, but who have made sure there's 214 councillors in council.
I'll rate them 9 out of 10. And I rate them 9 because of the willingness and the determination. And the 1% is the resources that we do not have in place to respond to our current challenges.
For now, the barometer will be internal. However, once the system is rolled out, data will be made available to the residents of various municipalities. Natasha Piri, SABC News, Johannesburg.